Marvellous. Look at this. Royal Enfield Continental GT in green. It's the one that's been winking at me all the time. My mates, they're dead jealous. Look at them. They're all jealous of me now. With it's my brown summer gloves, isn't it?
Stylish jacket.
This isn't my stylish jacket, but you think this is stylish too?
That's stylish as well, yeah.
Marvellous. Yeah. Look at this. I've got a big non-stylish jacket on now. But you lot can't see. Yeah, you can see it in mirror. Look, perfect. It says Triumph on it. I'm riding the Royal Enfield. Probably fall off now. It's probably bad luck. Oh, there we go. Fires up. Look, it's got petrol in and everything. Oh, listen to that. What do you think, chaps? Does it suit me?
Yeah.
Excellent, marvellous. That's all I wanted to know. Right, I'll see you later. There we go. Do you know what? It's basically the Interceptor with different furniture. But it feels totally different. Feels much more sporty. Foot pegs are a bit further back. Handlebars, it's got like these sort of clip-ons, but not clip-ons. But marvellous day for it. So just sat here. Feels comfortable. Yeah, it's sporty, but comfortable. Not quite as prone as the W800 calf. Get my visor down. So we'll see. I think this is 40 here, so I'm okay. So only done 423 miles. Don't know what the running in thing is, but I'm sure it'll be all right just for a little blast. Excellent. So I'll just settle into it. I love this green. I don't know, green is not my colour, but I saw it and that was it. It winked at me and said, come on, give me a go. You want to ride me? So here I am, riding it. It's that quick, that simple. Are we in the 60 now? I reckon we are. Marvellous. Oh, I love this road though. I know I've said it before. Look at this. 60 miles an hour, same as Interceptor. 60 miles an hour. 4,000 revs. Brakes. Nice and subtle. The brakes are subtle. And you know, sometimes sharp brakes are good, but sometimes having a bit of feel is better. I think anyway. So I'll not do the senses test, not until I've got a full feel of it. Yeah. Oh, it's just so smooth. Look, 4,000 revs, 65-ish miles an hour. So I think that position, not being so upright, actually adds about 5 miles an hour, I reckon, or 500 revs, whichever way you want to look at it. It feels I think it feels more solid. I mean, they're probably exactly the same weight, the Interceptor and the Continental, but this feels more solid. Doesn't feel heavier, just more solid, more planted, and that must be because you've got more weight over the front wheel. And I remember on the Interceptor coming around this little turn there, the Interceptor felt like it was just a bit lazy turning in. This doesn't feel as lazy, and this can only be the fact that my weight is different. Oh, 30 miles an hour. Oh, and a big lorry coming. Give way. Yeah, I'll give way to that, alright. Ain't gonna argue there. Very well balanced there, that slow speed. There when I had to brake and just manoeuvre. It's just so easy. Yeah. This is very pleasant. Glorious day for it. What more can you want? English countryside, British racing green, motorcycle with full British history. Suspension. Again, it feels more solid. It's, you know, it's the same as the Interceptor, so it could only be, you know, a slight theory in my head. 20 when lights show red, lights don't show red, so it could do 30. Amazing primary school and little kiddie winks. And a big bumper, yes, see what that does. Oh, now what am I going to do? I think I'm going to go this way. I'm going to go this way and see what difference is. Didn't go this way last time. We were going to have a look down here. Oh, the engine sounds lovely, sweet as a nut. Gearbox, like on the Interceptor. It's just smooth, silky smooth. The like of which I've only experienced on the Kawasaki W800 CAF. This leaning forward, barely any weight on my hand. You can hold it light as a feather, and I don't know. Some people complain about it, but you know, I'm an old geezer, I'm an old bloke, and I don't find this too much at all. I could ride quite a long way on this. Without too much trouble. Don't know what the speed limit is, 40. Oh, this is boring, isn't it? Anyway, let's have a look from here. You know, 2 clocks, as I've said before, my favourite, round faces looking at you. You've got to be happy with what you're looking at, because you're going to look at it for a long time. Mickey Mouse mirrors, love them. I know people don't like them, and they want bar ends and they want triangular things and all sorts of stuff like that, but I don't. I like these. They're quite traditional. Some people might say, yeah, it's traditional to have bar end mirrors on this sort of style of bike. I don't care. I don't like bar end mirrors. Frame your view. If you've got bar end mirrors, they don't frame nothing. These provide the frame. They're the frame for the view. And what a view, look at that. Yeah, there's a car in front, ignore that. But the clocks and everything, just lovely. Just marvellous. Yeah, now this is a better view, isn't it? Slow. Got round about. Look at that, silky smooth. Oh, we'll go this way. Go to Madinley. They always seem to do well in University Challenge. Let's go see if they can answer the questions. They might be able to come up with a formula that tells you what the perfect motorcycle is. Watch this car. Did I just swear? I do apologise, ladies and gentlemen. I do apologise. Oh, what a setting! Look at this. Oh, more English. Can you get more English? 30 miles an hour, you. Watch it. British Racing Green. Royal Enfield. English countryside. All we're missing now is a thatched cottage. We've got church. There's a church. There's Madinley University of Cambridge. Can't go wrong. Pub and thatched cottage. There we go, thatched cottage. We've got the full set. Marvellous. So, and this is the Suffolk road test. Look, bumpy as hell, roadworks, all sorts of dodgy stuff going on it, dodgy camber. Look at that, marvellous. People setting up for a tent, that'll do, excellent. So, here we are, look at that, splendiferous, isn't it? Absolutely splendiferous. Yeah, Royal Enfield Continental GT 650 twin. Big metal engine, marvellous, air cooled, round headlamp, halogen, none of this LED business going on. Love this colour, comes in all sorts of colours. Mickey Mouse mirrors, I know we've just discussed them, no problem with them at all. Single disc at front, brakes are fine, absolutely fine. Don't need no more. It gives you a nice feel when you're going into it. You notice there, I've put camera on as well. I'm hoping it captures some of the sound, because all that lovely sound is behind us. So we don't get to hear it so much when you're riding. So my recommendation would be change the exhaust. I think they do a different one, not sure. Yeah, excellent. Gearbox, sweet as a nut. Tyres, don't know what they are. They're absolutely fine. It's it sticks to the road. So you need piggyback shocks. A bit firmer on here, so it must have been set up different on the Interceptor, which is what I said. I thought it was a bit soft on the Interceptor, but I suspected that it could be adjusted, and this is obviously adjusted slightly differently. So yeah, absolutely marvellous. Look at this setting as well. Let's just stand back and admire it. Look, can't get better than that. Cambridge University students in the background, no doubt, doing some sort of surveying. Yeah, probably from Madinley. Excellent. Might ask them later. And to cap it all, we've even got a traffic cone and some bin bags. Marvellous. Look, they're walking around with their tripods. Excellent. Yeah. Don't know what they're doing, but this is just splendiferous. It's even got a handrail, look, if you take a passenger, but also got little things. You can get a cowl for it if you want that full calf racer look, and you can get a little fairing thing, like a little cowl for the front as well, to hide those clocks if you wanted to. But yeah, marvellous, simply marvellous. Yeah. Straight off, engine's warm, can smell it. It's nearly every bike I try, mainly because they're new, I think. They all smell marvellous, absolutely marvellous. So we'll get that one out of the way. The other one we'll get out of the way is taste. We're not tasting it. I don't even know why I even bother with that one, to be honest. Maybe one day I will. What's this car doing? It's pulling off. So then we've got sight to look at. It's lovely, isn't it? It's so classic, especially in this British racing green. Hang on, I'll get the visor shut. in this British Racing green, it just reeks of English motorcycles, I think. It looks, you know, I know where they're made, I know what everyone will say, but it looks like a classic British motorcycle, and it rides like one. Some people will argue that, but it's lovely. It handles well, it stops well, it makes a nice sound. You know, it is to look at that engine, the big engine. It looks so big. I know it's only a 650, but just the design of it is marvellous. So yeah, to look at. Round clocks, like I said, the Mickey Mouse mirrors framing everything is just lovely. So look at, yeah, marvellous. Then to hear, it sounds, it does sound the same as the Interceptor, but it makes you think it sounds different because of your position. It's a little bit more sporty, aggressive, some people say, but it does sound good. When you stand behind it, it sounds lovely, like the Interceptor. Just needs a bit of a pipe on it, that's all. That's all that's missing from it, which I'll come back to that. So yeah, so that's we've done sight, sound, feel, to touch. Yeah, it's quality. It is, you know. People go on and on about, oh yeah, it's good value for money, it's not as a quality as, so I don't know, Suzuki or whatever, but it's cheaper. Well, I tell you, it's not cheaper. It might be less money, it certainly isn't cheaper, and I think that about sums it up. I mean, listen to that, it's beautiful. Brakes nice and gentle, so you're not going to do a backwards wheelie or anything. It allows you to feel and be in control, like I said on the Interceptor. So yeah, anyway, yeah, so to touch, it's solid, it's good quality, most of it's metal, there are a few bits of plastic, but that's about it. And so that leads us to that sixth sense. How does this make me feel? Well, look at this road, look at this countryside, look at this bike, and you know, all you can say is bloody marvellous. I mean, look at it, I feel like Barry Sheen or something. I feel like I'm in the 60s, I'm going racing to the next calf. It's excellent. Is it perfect? No, no bike's perfect. Can you find flaws with it? Probably, but you could find flaws with anybody. Well, Stuart Fillingham certainly could. And you know what? On that note, on the thumb mark, the thumbprint, I'd leave it. I'd want it there. That's been blessed by the Prophet. We have it with horses. When they have a little dimple, we call it the Prophet's thumb mark. And it's where the Prophet blesses it. And I reckon that bike of Stuart's has been blessed. And if I had it, I wouldn't be sending it back. Its character. So maybe I'm bonkers. Well, I am bonkers, let's be honest. But this just feels splendiferous. I could do this all day. I'd like to go on a racetrack, a short one, not a massive one. But this is, yeah. In fact, it's moving from marvellous to bloody marvellous. And do you know what? I think it could be splendiferous. I don't know. I'd have to have it for longer. Yeah, a friendly gentleman there waved on his bike. Normally it's just a nod. So yeah, the Royal Enfield Continental GT, bloody marvellous, moving to splendiferous. That's what this is. I know it's a sunny day, I know that, and I know that makes a difference, but even accounting for that, building that, factoring that into the calculation, I still say bloody marvellous, moving to splendiferous. And yes, I know it's the same as the Interceptor, and do you know what, I reckon if I had another ride on the Interceptor, a bit longer, maybe had it for a week, something like that, I reckon that'd move to splendiferous as well. I don't know. And as for the money, all this business about oh well, they're good value for money, they're cheap, they're only £6,000 is a lot of money. These bikes ain't cheap, but you know what, they're not cheap. You know, nothing about them is cheap. It just isn't. I'm sorry, they're good value for money. Marvellous. There you go, Royal Enfield Continental GT, sweet isn't that? Only thing is, no centre stand. Come on Royal Enfield, yeah, you're letting the side down. That's marvellous though, bloody marvellous, moving to splendiferous. What more can I say? Excellent.